Hello everybody, I'm Serta and welcome back to the Crust. We're in the New Horizons update, and how's everyone doing today? Doing pretty good. Anyway, we are at the point where we can really start boosting things, and I did some contracts between episodes, as you can see. I have quite a bit of money. My truck is sitting outside again. Oh wait, I didn't actually set it to do the route this time because I moved the MDR because I found something that the rover can do. So let's get this route set from there and to the base, fill all and go. And then we're going to do stuff for the rover. I'll leave it for now. We're researching something, 99%. What is that? Conveyor belts Mark 5. Actually really didn't need that, but good, that's fine. I have also added 3 more refineries in here. Check that out. And I'm glad I did it off camera because I made a little mistake and I put one belt into the wrong place and it froze everything up. It took me hours to get it sorted, but it is sorted and we have pretty good flow going down the belts. The only problem we have right now is aluminium, although it's looking, oh, it's actually backing up. That's the first time I've seen that. Fantastic. And then upstairs, I did expand this a little bit. I filled up at one point with concrete and with steel. So I doubled up on those. I saw it coming with silicon and titanium, so I doubled up on those. Basically, all I did here was put another container on, moved the input to the end, and connected that to that. All done. And then I'm going to do a few more containers at the end, because there are a few materials downstairs that we haven't added to this yet, but they're not crazy urgent. Everything is coming up so far, and as you can see, the belt is fairly quiet. I'd like that to be less quiet. And I said having a lot of money means something. Well, here's why. If I wanted this to work faster, because now it's full and I wanted to move stuff out a little bit quicker, there's this button over here, and that increases production speed by 50%. Problem is, it costs 35,000 credits. Now, that's not too bad, but when you get to the next level and things like, let's have a look at a smelter. Don't I have the smelter upgrade yet? No, I don't. But I do have the upgrades for the extractors, and those cost 25,000 each. Now, if you start adding all that up, it gets pretty expensive. So for now, I'm going to be adding on when I see the belt full like this, I'll add on a smelter to a point. But you can't really do that too much with these. I mean, I could excavate a bit further. I did get my drones to excavate more out, and I moved these belts down, which solved the problem that we had in the last episode, crossing over the fuel making area. So that looks a lot neater. And if I do need to put more in here, I can extend this. But for now, if I was to increase this whole lot by 50%, it would be basically like having another 3 anyway. And then there's still level 2, but they're just expensive. Anyway, that's why we need lots of money. I'd also like to get the flight control center. I'd like to start doing some expeditions on the moon, which means I need more trucks. So as you can see, there's a lot to do. Let's get stuck in. Well, now that I see my aluminium is backing up, let me just quickly drop another smelter in here. So that's pretty straightforward with the setup that we've got. Just connect the power, connect the belts, and these are all level 1 belts, so there's no issue. Build all of those. That is good, and that will just increase the output of our aluminium. Now, it does look like we're also backing up on the other stuff, but for now, I'm not going to... Well, maybe I should. Just another one of each. I'm going to let this run and just make sure that my little backup that I've fixed isn't causing this, mind you. Sure, but we have a lot of oxide. Well, not so much down here, but generally. Okay, I do need to add more smelters. So give me a second and I'll just add those all in. And this is the last of the belts. And now just more power. Good, those are done. Don't forget to set recipes. And this last one is the titanium. Urgent contract on Earth, 50 microcircuits. I have 173 for 130,000 basically. Yeah, why not? We need the cash. And it's for Universe. I don't think I've done much for them. So, oh, I have. I've got a fair reputation. Cool. We'll send the resources. Should be 1 container, a small one. Yep. And send. That's an easy one to whip out. Now, once again, just keep an eye on these lines and make sure that they don't back up. If they do carry on backing up, then I'll build more smelters. And chances are they're going to. But let's go to the surface. We need to have a look at our rover because I finished some research, and that now gives us the ability to do geological scans. Okay, so you just click it and it does a scan. I have no idea what that just did. Oh my gosh, it did a tiny little area. Is that really what it's doing? Just that little area. Alright, well, this guy's doing pretty well because I found this launch probes. Now, I don't have a probe launcher. I think it's a railgun. But if you click on it and you hover, it tells you what you can find in that area. Look at this. There's apparently helium out in this area. There's lots and lots of the other resources. Not much ice, but, you know, everything else. So, basically, I sent my MDR out here. I have no idea if these are accurate, but hey, I accept. Alright, well, everyone's doing stuff down here. So, let's go back to the moon. I want to make a purchase. We need another truck. Why can I not buy any more vehicles? Hang on, go upstairs. There it is. Alright, so I want to buy a cargo truck. Okay, so we will have another cargo truck. Cargo pod is ready. I'll just drop it down over here. We have the expedition center, and I haven't plugged anything into it yet. But I'm going to start experimenting, because I'm really not sure how this works. We go into the market. Somewhere down at the bottom, somebody wanted slag. A lot of slag. Now, I want to see if I can get rid of some of that. There's no way to... Oh, wait. Is there a way? No, there's a way to filter by it. There we go. Oh, that's a lot. 7,600. Now, slag, I happen to have 58,000. This one will give us sciences, and if we can deliver it in 13 days... Oh, wait, hold on. This is on Earth. Oh. Hang on. This one's on the moon. It needs 42,000. No, it's a bit too much for the first attempt. Okay, now this one is, I think I would need a flight control center to do this. Let's do that. We'll get ourselves a flight control center. So logistics, there's the flight control center. Right. Now those are the inputs on the expedition center. That's the output. We'll flip that so that the inputs are over there. The outputs are at the top. That sounds about right. Maybe not. I had the inputs on that side. Yeah, then it's too far away from there, although my plan is to route everything through the Expedition Control Center and then come up here, leaving that path over there in the middle open for the return line. And then we can also use the... I might change my mind on this at some point. But for now, I'm going to put the Flight Control Center about there. So how much do I have? I got 19,000 slag in here. Let's get a belt and we will get conveyor belt Mark 4. I want this to load like crazy fast. And plug it into there. Build that. And then I'm going to have to bring this back. And again, I'm not sure how this would work. And it doesn't need to come back as fast. I'll use Mark 3s. We'll bring it back onto this line and plug it into there. Build that. I need to pause things so I can see what's going on. I can actually set... Wait, can I? Do I have to wait until it's built before I can decide what resource is going to come out there? Looks like it. Alright, well, let it build then. I did complete a contract, so I got some more cash. But does that mean that over here, I can select a resource? Are you kidding? I could the whole time. Okay, so regolith I want out of... Is that the right port? There. And then on this one, I'll do another line out over here. This is going to be a test. And go back in there and I want to say, alright, I want you to do rare earth. Let's build that. We'll have to wait and see what happens when a truck arrives. There's outputs on this side as well. Alright, we finished some research. Oh, conveyor belt Mark 5. We really don't need that right now, but it's good to have it. Yeah, let's see, how are we doing? I think we are making everything to be able to build this, so it shouldn't be a problem. Well, if this is how it works, that's great. Then I can take another one out here for ice. Now, we have a vehicle, so let's do an expedition. So we'll do one of the close ones. This one over here, server hub, and pick up some medicine and some aluminium. I don't actually need anything major for that, to be honest. Yeah, might as well. Select the transport. We're going with Behemoth, that's idle. And full all back to base. Send. So our new truck is on its way. Oh, and it is actually going to collect the stuff in the Expedition Control Center. So, wait, what is it? Oh, were we supposed to send that stuff? Hang on a sec. Yes, we were. Okay, right. So our truck has entered the Expedition Control Center. It's going to wait for everything to load, which is only unfortunately going to happen by drone right now. And someone's having a nervous breakdown. Who are you? I'm sure you'll be fine. But I need to change this up as well. I unlocked the mushroom farm. So let's just pause things for a second and have a look at that. So under life support, you have mushroom farms. Now, 6 of these are going to produce 0.4 organic per second. This mushroom farm produces less. It produces 0.05. If I multiply that by 8, I get the same. So it would take 8 mushroom farms to equal these 6 hydroponic farms. But 8 of these is only going to use 8 CPU and 24 water, whereas 6 of these are using 72 water and 18 CPU. So I'm going to switch everything over, and I'm going to see if I can fit 8 of these mushroom farms in instead of 6 of these. So let's have a look. They are a bit bigger, they take up space, but they're quite neat. It's an in and out, so you can put them right next to each other. So if I was to do the first one there, the next one, the next one, the next one, and there, just to be sure, I'm going to start switching this over. Alright, I think I got that first one the wrong way around, so let's just remove that and do that. And this is going to save me, because right now with water we are actually consuming more than we are producing. Well, that's only because I put these 2 in, but we were producing 120 and consuming 120. So without actually attaching another one of these ice makers, we were going to be running a deficit shortly. So I'm going to bring this down, we'll plug it in there, we'll plug that in there, and I'm just going to delete all of this. So let's do that, and I'll let that play on. Now for a moment we won't have organic, but I do have a stock of food and medicine, so not really an issue. And there's also some organic in here. We're just going to make this better. Now, I didn't really check to see if I could fit 8 in. I was hoping. So that's 5, 6, 7, and oh, look at that. Perfect. And I'll just bring the conveyors down like that and across. That will go in. I didn't really check what the costs were to build these. I assume they're not very low. Now I can bring this all the way across, tie that into there, and I could even have another storage backup, which I actually think I'm going to do. First I'm going to build all of that. Let us, hang on, I'll get rid of that bolt and turn this over there. Excellent. We'll plug that into there, that into there. I'm going to set this one's resource to organic. Any of these done yet? Wonder if I'm missing stuff that I need to make them. Hang on. Ooh, composites might be a problem. I did buy some in the previous episode. Maybe we get lucky. How many composites do I have? No, we're not getting lucky. Although, all of the composites are filled up. Yeah. And we're making all the other stuff. Alright, well, perfect. Looks like we're going to be able to do that. Now I just have to connect these all in and build them. Now the downside is obviously they take up space. But I think that these will be better because we'll have more of a flow. We're not having to wait 750 seconds for anything to come out. Wait, what's wrong with the water now? Consumption's only 69. Oh, they're just waiting for water to arrive. Look at that, our consumption is dropped. Alright, well it'll go up as these get built, but not too much. Alright, let's have a look at our lines and see, are we backing up? Anything stalling? No, everything is flowing. I think I might be able to use another silicon smelter. So we'll drop that in there, set it to silicon, power, conveyors, all done, build. Right, that's going to start doing its thing. So now that these are all, ooh, research complete, smelting furnace upgrade, look at that. So the smelting furnace upgrade costs 20,000. Actually, I don't know why, it feels like it's less than it was before. Okay, we're going to keep getting that not enough water thing until these are all built and set. And that, I think, will be the last of what we need to get this one built. Yep, just waiting for a little robot to come and build it. All right, let's go and see what's happening with research. Wow, we've actually gone pretty well. Let's see what we can do. As far as vehicles go, I think we're going to start using them more. So we can already make the small and large vehicle assemblies, and I'm quite keen to do that because I want to start mining for ice and helium. We can also do the truck upgrade. We will upgrade the speed, come down this line, get drone manufacturing done. Yeah, we also need to get this rail gun. I suppose I could queue it up. It looks like it's going to be a roadblock for a few things. So, what do we need? Have I not got recycling? Oh, I haven't got recycling. So that one we're doing next. That'll take care of a bit of blue. And that's got green and orange in it. Alright, cool. Well, that's where we'll leave that for now. Oh, right. It looks like our truck is done. This is a little bit too much. So yeah, these are contracts. That's yeah, I don't have that much. Let's see, what do you need? Nope. This one, 22 microprocessors on the moon. How many microprocessors do I have? I have 244. I think I might accept that. It's a fair bit of money for those. Let's accept. Send the resources. We'll use our behemoth because it's right there. Do the expedition settings, full all, and just, I suppose, come back to base. Send. There you go. Our first contract on the moon. Everything's still flowing here. We are still getting a backup of regolith. That's good. And I'm mixing it all together, so it's balanced pretty much. This is all good. These are all working. So I'm going to take the middle one here and go increase, and I'm going to take the middle one in this batch and increase. Let's see what that does. I think I'm going to just be causing trouble for myself. But hey, I don't mind that. Our rover is idle outside the base. Oh yeah, over there. I think maybe research mode. Can I do research mode? Look at that, it's generating research. Damn, I could get a few of them out doing that. Didn't even know that was a thing. Okay, locate hidden objects. See what that does for us. No hidden objects around here. So there would be a spike in the direction that there's a hidden object. Nothing there. Now I'm kind of keen to get myself another rover. But why buy one when we can make one? Hold on, let's go and see if our flight control center is done. It is. Look at that. This is coming in, and it will always be coming in, but it won't enter until it's needed. So that's good to know. This one will only allow slag out. Is that right? Ah, there we go. Okay, so it will rotate. I see. Well, that might mean that I need to put a little stopper on it. So if I put a conveyor belt to there and then just remove... Oh, gosh. If I put a conveyor belt to there, build it, can I delete just this little piece? I can. Then I can say, oh, God. And then I can say, all right, dude, let's block that exit for now. All right, this is ready to go whenever I need to do something. And I have how much in here? 21,000. Don't know how fast this is going to load. I have Mark III belts. We'll see. Oh, this needs to be plugged in as well. So before I do anything, let me organize that and hope my poles don't get in the way. That's good right there. Now I might need to do something into the expedition control center because I think slag is also needed on the moon. But we're going to do it on this one for a purpose. How are we doing here? I don't know, but we've got 74 days. Show location? Oh yeah, it's on its way. No worries. So, contracts. Back again. This one was on the moon. Yep. This is on Earth. Now, because I don't know how good it is, I'm not going to take the small one. I'll take this one. And let's... Okay, well, it's the first time we got to do it. Except we'll send resources. Then we're going to change the landing site to the flight control center. And how much is this? You're kidding. 83.7 tons. Oh, wow. I'm going to change the cargo pod, and there we go. Flight control center is required. Yes, I've got the flight control center. That holds 9. So basically, we're sending 10 of these pods. Am I making a mistake doing this? Let's just do this until we can't do it anymore. Oh, this is so much. And that is the last one. This should be interesting. Oh, wow, look at that. Fancy looking dropship there. And that means I need to open the floodgates and probably upgrade a belt. So let's unblock that. Oh, I'm going to need to upgrade this. Yep, that goes all the way. And I'm going to upgrade that and 164,000 upgrade right there. All right, how are we doing? Are we filling up? Oh, look at that. Wow. That's fast. Okay, why did it stop? Don't stop. Please don't stop. Oh, is it this belt too slow to take everything away? I'm a little confused. There's another 74,000. Let's see, did that change anything? I don't know. Maybe this needs an upgrade. Yeah, that looks like it'll work. How many days did we have for this? Oh wow, 6 days for the bonus. I don't know. Where are these drop pods? They are coming in far too slowly. Stuff on the belt coming in, it's coming in fast, and this one has already left. Okay. I'm going to spend more money and upgrade that again. Let it rotate out faster. That means that I have a bit of a problem belt over here. And considering we need 10 of these, I don't think we're going to get it in that short a time. That means I'd probably need to get a few more flight control centers over time if I want to keep delivering that slag out. You're kidding, I finished it and I think I got the bonus. Was that another one? No, that was another one. I got 3 days left to deliver this and I'm struggling to see how much is left to deliver. But loading them is super fast. It's just the leaving and coming back that is taking so long. Okay, let's go downstairs and see how things are moving. Wow, it looks like we can do more aluminium and more titanium. Both good things to do. So we'll put one of those in there. Okay, so we've got a smelter in there. Get that one in there. This will be doing titanium. That one will be doing aluminium. And I'll just do all the bits. Oh, there we go. It's working. We'll just keep an eye and looks like everything else is flowing pretty well. These belts are even starting to look a lot busier. And this is what scaling up looks like. Alright, well we lost out on the bonus. Hopefully we get this one. There's a idle rover. I have no idea. Go there. Alright, we'll keep him busy. We have a truck. Oh, this guy needs to head off. And I really would like to know how to automate this so that I don't have to select the truck every single time. There must be something. I don't know, maybe I'm just missing it. Let me know in the comments. I need to stop something. There's something going on with this because I see my little robots are bringing things in. I definitely don't want that. But you can't stop it. Okay, it's dispatching. It's dispatching. It's bringing a whole lot in by belt. So it fills up before the drop pod arrives. Well, mostly. And then these guys are still bringing stuff in and I don't want that. There should be no way to have the drones delivering at all. I just want to not do that. Yeah, I don't know how. But it's annoying because it's slowing things down a bit. When I could just use the belt to fill everything. Now you see it's empty. I don't even know how many we've sent off. Okay, and now the belt starts filling this up. And the next ship is on its way. So this is going to stop short because some drones have gone to pick up slag somewhere and they are bringing it through. Yeah, so it stops 30 short because these drones are bringing stuff and I don't want the drones to bring anything. And that actually slows things down quite a lot. I've got slag right here. I could just put straight in, full at 600 and the ship could be away. But there's absolutely no way to tell the drones to get lost. Okay, well maybe that's something that needs to be fixed. I'm not going to let myself get all worked up about it. Small vehicle assembly, what do we need for it? Actually, we have everything. We could just make one. That has inputs and outputs as well. I don't know if I'm going to be making that many that I'm going to need inputs and outputs for it. I think, let's put it over there. Yeah, about there. I'm going to need to get rid of this. Oh, I haven't... There's the recycling thing that I haven't researched. Alright, drones, really, you need to stop loading this thing. They literally slow it down. These things could be landing and taking off. I'm probably going to need some power down here. So let's drag our power lines down and, well, I can plug into either spot. Doesn't matter, I'll just plug it in over there. Wow, how many more do we need? Well, I'm getting rid of quite a lot of slag, but I think that is the wrong way. I need to somehow figure out how to do that. If you know, if there is a way to stop the drones from delivering to the flight control center, please let me know. Because if you click on the conveyor settings, you don't get anything. Oh, we completed the contract. We didn't get the full bonus, but we got some, and we did get rid of some slag. Good news. Alright, well that means I can hop down here and lock that output. That will push everything into this area, it'll loop it around and go back into the box where it will stay and wait for the next operation. Down here, we are very close to having this built. And I think I need to add 4 more boxes onto here, so let me do that. Urgent contracts, it's on Earth, 40 modular frames. I've only got 35 and I need them, so... Ooh, it's a nice amount. Alright, who are you? I'll remember you. Tired lady. I'm gonna slow things down while I do this. So, one there, there, and there. And I kind of need to remind myself what they are. Belt, incoming belt to there, that to there, rotate that, go there, to there, to there, plug that in. New life for the drones. Director, I've been contacted by the Configuration Center, a new initiative from a very ambitious team. They want to use your drones as the foundation for their own prototypes. No specifics, but they promise generous payments for deliveries. A great opportunity to give idle drones a new purpose. What do you think? Sure, why not? Some suspicious company. What are they planning to turn our drones into? Okay, well, we'll see what happens. That to there, that one into there. Getting all of these plugged in. Right, that looks good. And then obviously this has to come off, and this, and that to there, and that to there. Right, those are all the inputs. Now the outputs. Bring that down and that down. That goes to there. So this is all very easy to set up. You know, once you've got the initial thing created, as long as you don't forget the steps, it's very easy to set up. Don't forget to lock outputs. So from the direction that I'm in, the top two basically need to be blocked, just like that. So now nothing can pass through unless you tell it, oh, this is the wrong one. Not that, it's that one. So this one's green because anything that does eventually come through will be able to just link in and pass through. It looks like everything is sorted over here. Now there may be more, there probably will be more, so that's why I'm leaving this open-ended. And let's build all of that. Then I need to go downstairs and remind myself what they are. I have an idea. I think it would be the modular frames. We'll do that first. And then this would be the carbon fiber. And then we would have the microprocessors and the nanotubes. Right, and then I just need to set this. So we know that the modular frames and the carbon fiber need to come off here. And this one we need to set everything. Now this is a bit of a pain because you can't just click to select all. So you just go and individually select each of them. Then you're going to deselect the ones that are coming off. Good, that one's done. Now I can do this one. So now that they're all selected, nanotubes and microprocessors. Just make sure that I've got these ones right. Good, that looks like it is all correct. Research is complete. Oh, the gravostabilizers Mark II. That'll make the people happy. Maybe they're building something special, need more precise calibration. There's actually many possibilities. Nothing to worry about besides the deal is quite profitable for us. Oh, good. Send a batch of 10 drones to the configuration center. Oh, oh, right. Okay, so it's a quest. I'm going to hide those for now. I'm not quite ready to use them. And I'm wasting science points, which means I should be pausing. So it looks like we are in desperate need of orange. That's going to use quite a bit of orange. Anything down here that I'm desperate for? Not really. Alright, I think I'll do the multi-resource storage to get it done. That'll take care of orange for now. And I'll let it play. I need to go downstairs and attach a few belts to the elevators. All it is these 4 boxes. So I'm going to take this belt, drag it down over this way. There's no extra port on this one, right? No, I mean, there's so little coming out on these lines that I'm just going to attach it straight to these lines. So we'll bring that down to there. We'll pop this and hope I can reach. No, darn it. Take a little bit of that out. We'll go across there. Bring that in. That goes in there. Okay, so that's carbon fiber sorted. And I can bring the nanotubes out to there. Tie them into that line. The microcircuits, same. Tie them into that line. And the modular frames, I'll be able to do that. Okay, that's already tied in. That needs to go in there. That needs to plug in underground from there to there. And from there to there. And I think that is all of them. Now I would like to set minimums on these. I think I might have already. Yes, I have. But as you can see, like with the microprocessors, we're hitting the limit. Yeah, that looks good. Let's build it all. And hopefully we'll start seeing some goodies coming out. Got microprocessors. We've got the nanotubes. We've got the carbon fiber. And the modular frames, well, there aren't enough of them to fill what I needed to fill to keep a minimum downstairs. I just like to keep a minimum down here so that if there's building that's going to happen down here, and there most likely will be, that they don't have to go all the way upstairs to pick things up. Right, how are we doing here? We have things coming out. How are we doing there? That's filling up. We don't have any in there, obviously. Now, let's see how this goes. Another thing I'd like to do, keep my drones busy, is put another room on here. I'm not going to go all the way, but I'm going to make it like that size. And we'll stick a door in over there. And I'm going to build that because I'd like to have a more of a bigger sleeping area, because there are decorations coming like lockers. I think they're called lockers. So under recreation, oh, we've got trees and stuff. Actually, I should put some of these in. But yeah, like cabinets. A piece of furniture that can hold a small amount of the colonist's personal belongings increases comfort. I'd like to have things like that in the bedroom areas. And more beds, because I'd like to get more people. And hopefully they survive. Okay, Rover's idle. What were you doing, Rover? Let's look. Right, Mr. MDR, what do you have? Not a very good mix, but at least there's some... We'll figure out the MDR and where to put it later. We're probably going to have more than one. So like we can have one focusing more on one resource and others focusing on other resources. We have another vehicle at base. Alright, you are going to have to probably do something. So let's see if we can send you on an expedition. This is a pickup, right? Yeah, let's set that one. Idle, behemoth, expedition, full all, send. Easy as that. And let's just make sure that this is all working and there's nothing running to the end of this belt. There isn't. Oh, and that new stuff is only just starting to come up to the top now. And it's so dark here, I need to get lights unlocked. Right, well there's the carbon fiber, that's coming through. These must be the microprocessors. And they're coming through. Yeah, looks like it's working. Cool, let's go back to where it's light. How are we doing here? It looks like we are filling up. Yep, we're filling up on iron, so let's put up another steel smelter. Right there. Wire that one in. Belts into there and into there. Build those. Set the recipe to steel. And let that happen. These lines do look really good though. And my drones are obviously very bored because they're building this quite quickly. We will need ventilation, so let's sort that out. Life support and vent into there. And what's cool with this setup now is, I mean, if I want to get more people, I have this corridor that I can just take rooms off of as well. And if I wanted to free space up in another room, I could just add a room on over here, like move the data center out and put that over here, and have a recreation room in here if I wanted to. We don't need to do that right now, but yeah, the possibility's there. And it looks like the mushroom farms are doing pretty well for us. And they use quite a lot more slag, so that was another one of the benefits if you've got a lot of slag. So the large hydroponic farm used 15 to make 50, whereas the small one uses 5 to make 10. So it would be equivalent to the large hydroponic using 25 to make 50. So yeah, this is good because it eats up more slag, which I know will become a problem later. Right, these lines are still all choked. Perhaps another couple of upgrades. Now I'm down to 736,000. I can do more contract. It's not as if I'm struggling for resources at all. I've got a lot of resources. So let's upgrade the rest of them. What the heck? We'll do that one and that one, that one, and that one. There we go. All of our refineries have level 1 upgrades. Now that should really boost the output, like a huge amount. Now the fact that we have these lines over here might actually be beneficial, because if we look at the later machines, the high-tech factory actually uses the oxides to make duralumin plates, and that will save us on rare earth minerals. So that may not be a bad thing, because we need quite a few duralumin plates as we go on: composites, energy cells, and control units, which are, I think, maybe the last 3 major items we need to produce. So I'm tempted, because we are getting a bit of a backup. Let's see, what are we backing up on? Silicon, titanium. Yeah, it's basically just silicon and titanium. But we're going to back up on a lot of stuff now because we're going even faster. And this uses titanium, not silicon. Looks like I'm going to need to increase my silicon output even more. The only thing really holding me back is the speed of the belts, I think, which we will get to improving on. And I think maybe better sooner than later. Right. Upgrade, 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 upgrade. I'm not going to do that one. Let's get this stuff coming through faster. Now that's going to cause backups even more. We can also do some upgrades on the first mergers, on the first splitters. That will also help move things through a bit faster. Maybe the second one gets a little upgrade as well. Money is going out very, very fast. Okay, so we need to do some upgrades here. And I don't think I need this here anymore. No, I don't. Let me get rid of this. That means that these are unnecessary, so I'll dismantle that and that. And I am on this conveyor to there and there to there. And build. Looks like I have a piece that was upgraded too much. And another one. No, it's fine. Now, I need to do some contracts. This reputation, it would be good if I could push this up. This looks easy. I'm going to do this on the normal landing pads. So let's send those resources. And I'll just change the cargo pod to that one. And send that. That'll make us a little bit of money. And then he has another one that we can do. In fact, we could do quite a lot of these ones. They're little, but they work. Yeah, I could do this one, get a bit of science and a bit of money. Accept, send, fill the order, and that is spot on, actually. Send. Right, we'll get those 2 sent off. We are going to need a lot of cash because I need to start upgrading a few things over here. It looks like we actually need another aluminium smelter. That's fantastic. So we'll put one in, wire it up, and sort out the conveyors just like that. Done. Set the recipe and aluminium. That's really good news because that'll get our fuel producing a little bit faster, but it'll also get our duralumin plates producing a bit faster as well. I'm seriously considering switching over. If I can get enough iron in the box, and it looks like it's starting to build a little bit. It does seem quite easy to be able to do that. I'll have to do a little bit of fancy footwork with the belts, but no, it looks good. Alright, so these are the first ones I started with. They're still, even though they've been upgraded, they're still not managing to get through the regolith. And the regolith is still backing up. I need to speed things up because my guys are all busy upstairs delivering. That's one contract done. Alright, it looks like the titanium is another contract done. Cool. Titanium is backing up. So, let's get the first one. Upgrade. Might as well just upgrade the first of each. Since I'm doing it, let's do this one as well. Okay, silicon upgrade done. That is going to output a lot more. And it actually didn't cost that much. But I am very pleased at how these belts are starting to look now. There's a lot of movement on them. Very, very cool. Right, what do we have backing up? We don't have anything here. Bits and pieces on the rare earth minerals coming in. I mean, we don't have a problem with rare earth elements. We have quite a few in stock. But those are needed to make the duralumin plates. Although we are looking like we're backed up here. Yeah, there's stuff in stock. The problem was the aluminium, but it looks like we are coming right with that. And who knows, we may need to get another one of these soon. On this side, titanium plates are a problem. Let's go and see if we can fix that. Oh yeah, I think we could. This is backed up. So, let's get another pressing module. Apologies, rolling mill. And that would go there. We'll belt that in, that, add power, and put a pole over there and connect it in. And that only makes one product, so we don't have to set a recipe for it. Cool, now we just wait for a robot to come and build this, and that is sorted. We'll double that production. We are still backing up on the titanium. So, I will upgrade another. Same with the steel. I'll upgrade another one. Money is going. Same with the aluminium. I'll upgrade another one. And let's see how we're doing over here. Yeah, it looks like we're doing okay. I think I could probably upgrade a belt or two here just to improve this flow. And that will most likely cause this now to back up, which it does look like it's about to do. So, we can grab the second one here and upgrade that as well. I don't have anything to speed these guys up yet, but we'll do that research. Oh wow, look at my power. Oh, there's something I need to work on immediately. Need a heck of a lot of batteries and solar panels. That, how many? I've got 3 control units, so let's do the solar panels first. Cool, we're going to drop those in and plug them in just like that. Then I'm going to need a heap of these batteries. And it's cool because I can afford them and I have CPU available. But yeah, I have increased the amount of power that we use quite a bit. And that for now I think should do it. Maybe. And those are all connected. Now we just need to wait for them to get built. I'm not actually sure that's going to be enough, but I have fuel backup if I need it. Right, heading back downstairs. I might actually use that fuel backup. I am I have a possibility of not making it through the night if I don't. Let's get those batteries fully charged. Not even sure that's going to be enough. Right, we have a rover. I don't know, do some research or something. And then this truck needs to go back on its journey to there. We'll all assign go for it. What we're doing with research. So recycling is coming along. This is coming along. Orange is going to be a problem quite soon. Let's get the upgrade for the rolling mill. It'll sort out some orange. Then components as well. That'll do a bit. Not going to help us with green, but I think we're okay on green for a moment. Why are these things not being built? It's going to prioritize the panels. It's a bit late in the day for that, but well, what can I do? I think I'm going to have a problem getting through the night. I was happily upgrading without watching my power. Oh, here comes some problems. I'm going to put in another fuel generator. Connect that in. Bring a conveyor belt down into there. Mark that as a critical priority. Oh, we got one of those solar panels done. Oh boy, I hope I haven't killed my people. Although, wait, didn't I have 11? I thought I had 11. Well, I got spare beds now. I don't really want to spend money. This truck is not doing anything. Expedition, maybe? You need to go there with 2 drones. Let's do that. Why can I not use Behemoth? It's idle, isn't it? Set up an expedition. Yeah, there I could do it. Expedition settings, fill all, send. Actually, I'm not going to return to base. The research complete, recycling. Alright, cool. Well, now that that's done, I can head outside and like this rock over here that might become a problem one day. I can just click on it and salvage, and that's going to give me some stuff. Now, I was a bit fast on that click, but yeah, here's another one. I click on it, it's going to give me some rare earth minerals and some titanium oxide. So I'll set that one as well. And our monthly report, yeah, it's come down. I've lost people. But now we just have to see that we can make it through the night. And just hold thumbs that my backup power is going to keep us going. It is built. Let's switch that one on. And we just need to watch that percentage. So we have 10 days before dawn, 17 days of power. We're good. We are good. Let's go to the market and see what the price of control units is like. Actually not bad. I think I might do that. Definitely going to need to go and do more contracts. But we're going to get those because I'd like to build more solar panels and I'd like to have them ready for the morning. There we go. There are another 6 and the batteries are built, so I'm going to get some more. How are we doing on CPU? We're good. We're good. CPU is not looking great anymore, but we're going to have a heap of power. I need to start spreading out this way. Cargo pod is ready. Let's drop it down over there. Alright, chaps, you go and build. You got 7 days to do all of that. 6 days till dawn, 15 days of power. All good.
The observatory is in an extremely dismal state. The main dome with analytical equipment is damaged, as are the L-shaped 4-kilometer interferometers. The entrance terminals and workspaces are also damaged, and the doors appear to be jammed.
Alright, let's open the doors carefully. 20 days or 3 days to blow them up.
The drones have
got time.
started the job. I'll let you know when there's more information.
Thanks. Well, we've made it till morning, and we haven't finished these yet, and one of the main reasons is because we are short of modular frames. Having a little bit of a struggle with them, but they are starting to pick up. So I'll keep an eye on them. Well, at least we do have a couple. We got all the first 3 built. I'm going to set these as a bit less of a priority. Now, I'll set them as high priority. They'll fill up with what they've got. And once they can't put anything else in, then they will move over to the batteries, which is really important. And they've started on the batteries. And then we just hold thumbs and see how things go. So we've expanded our storage system. We've got a flight control center, and we sent out slag, although we were a bit slow with it. Got to figure that out. We've done some expeditions. We have been receiving material from the MDR, but not very good materials. We have managed to survive a little power crisis, and we've done a lot of upgrading downstairs. There is a lot of material coming through. I'm going to need to, before I can even think about upgrading the refinery any further, I need to make sure that we get these emptied out. And that means more of these machines or more upgrades And that means probably more power. Hang on a sec, let's see. It's using 10. If I click on it, it's still using 10. So that doesn't actually increase the power. I wonder what that was all about. Maybe it was just all of these extra ones that I added on. So upgrading is better because it doesn't increase the power. I still don't have enough titanium production. So I'll upgrade another, let's just upgrade 2. Because titanium is going through here to the plates. It is going to storage. It's coming through here for the components. So yeah, there's a lot going on with titanium. There's a lot less going on with steel. I mean, steel just goes to components and to storage, nowhere else. Wow, well, you look at that. Silicon is backed up into this area. It would be nice if we could get a consistent supply of rare earths. That would certainly be very, very good, and we will work on that. But if you like this video, give us a like. If you want to see more, subscribe, hit the bell icon for notifications. Leave me your comments, let me know your thoughts, and any tips on what I've been missing. Someone else is having a nervous breakdown. Yeah, sleep is probably a good idea if you're having a nervous breakdown. Yeah, you're happy again. That's our botanist. Oh, look at that. And we've got mushroom farms, and look at the mushrooms growing out the side. This box is full. This one has started to fill up. We have lots of organic now. We may even be able to do another one of these carbon fiber builds. And I think we should actually do that. But that will be for the next episode. Along with more expansion, more upgrades in production, faster belts, and more power. There's a pretty good chance we're going to be better off tonight than we were last night, so all good. Thank you very much for joining me, and until next time, cheers!